What's up guys, here's Sahin. Hello and welcome to my new Photoshop tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you how to create a chocolate text effect and how we can create a 3D text without using the 3D function in the software. Alright, let's start. First we open our Photoshop and create a new document by pressing Command N or Strike N, or just go up here to File, New. Alright, and let's use simple values like 800 pixels in width and 600 pixels in height. Resolution 72 is okay, color mode RGB is okay, and for background color, let's choose a color tone that comes close to chocolate, but not too dark. Alright, let's first stay with that. Alright, okay, and create. Alright, now we have our document and we create our text content by clicking here on the text tool. And for the font, I choose Canvas. Here, regular, and font size 170 points. And for text color, let's choose something that's darker than the background. Alright, go. Alright, and okay. And then we click here on the left area here, click, and write chocolate and confirm. And to center this object now, we select the entire document by pressing Command A or Strike A. I'll just go up here to select all and choose the move tool and align it horizontal by clicking here and vertical by clicking here. There you go. Now it's centered, and we can cancel the selection by pressing Command D or Strike D, or just go here to select and press deselect. Alright, now we add effects or so-called blending options to that layer. And these blending options can be found down here in effects bottom here. And the first effect we add is bevel and emboss. Right, and let's start from the top. The style and technique are okay like that, and just increase the depth to maximum to 1000%, and the size to 3, and soften to 3, and also the direction to down. Alright. And change the gloss contour here. For this you need a contour that should be in your system in the default settings. That's that one. Ring double. Alright, and click anti-alias to make the contour more smooth, and increase the opacity of the highlight mode to 100% and decrease the opacity of the shadow mode more to, let's say, 20%. Alright. And that's it for the bevel and emboss effect. And the next effect we add is the inner glow. That's that one here. And first, let's change the blend mode to multiply, the opacity to 25, and the color to black, right here, and the choke to 5, the size to 15. There you go. You see now it starts to take shape here. Right, and that's it for the inner glow. And let's go next to the gradient overlay here, right? And let's choose again chocolate-like color tones first before we take care of the other settings. Right here, right, and go here. Okay, here you go. Let's take a more dark chocolate color. Okay. And now this one, a more bright chocolate color. Okay, here. Alright. And confirm. And change the blend mode to overlay. Right? And check dither to make the gradient more smooth. Okay, and that's it for the effect in the first layer. Now let's hide all the effects or blending options we don't use and need here. To do that, we go down here and click delete hidden effects. Right. Now it's all compromised to only to these effects we use. And let's click OK. Right. And now we're going to create our 3D block here, or how it's actually called an extrusion, but without using the 3D function here in Photoshop, because some computers are technically not capable of creating this rendering, and the rendering itself even takes very, very long. So I'm going to show you a more easy and more fast way to create a 3D effect. So let's go for it. First we duplicate our layer by pressing Command J or Strike J, or just go up here to Layer and Duplicate Layer. Right, okay. And now we're going to transform this layer by pressing Command T or Strike T, or just go here to Edit, Retransform. And now we're going to change the position of this layer because we want the extrusion to go to this direction, the right bottom corner. And to do that, we add here some values in the settings. First, the X value, that's the horizontal position, and we write plus 0.5 because we have to add a very, very small value. So each layer that's going to create the extrusion doesn't have some gaps or edges here in the end result. And we do the same again now here with the vertical positioning, Y, plus 0.5. And if you laid your eyes on here, you probably saw something moved here. That's because we changed the positions of this layer. And now we confirm. And the thing is, because we did that, the software saved the transforming. And because it saved the transforming, we can use this again and again. And this is exactly what we need to create the extrusion now. So now you make sure that the layer here is selected, but first you double click here because it has all the same effects we have from the previous layer, and you delete this blending option here by clicking here. All right, and click OK. And now you drag and drop it down here so that the first layer we created is above. And now we hold the keys Shift, Alt and Command, or in Windows Shift, Hold and Strike, and press T. There you go. You saw another layer has been created here. And now we repeat that a few times. And if you keep your eyes on here, you see there's something's happening. Let's do this a few times. There you go. An extrusion gets created. All right. And it's up to you how thick or how large you want the extrusion to be. For me, this extrusion is large enough. So let's stop here. And you saw here now, many layers have been created here. Because every layer we've created is now one step here in the extrusion. One layer in the extrusion. All right, and now we're going to group these layers for the extrusion by clicking on the first one here. Go down here, hold Shift and click here. Before we group them, we're first going to here to Layer and Arrange and Reverse. There you see, something happened here. It looks now more realistic because it had the wrong arrangement, which actually always happens when you create an extrusion like that. So keep thinking about that. Always when you do that, reverse the arrangement of the layers. And now we press Command G or Strike G, or we just go up here to Layer, Group Layers to create a group. And now when I deactivate the visibility here, see, it's the extrusion. Let's rename it Extrusion. And as a last thing, let's add another blending option to that group by going down here and click Color Overlay and change the blend mode to multiply and increase the opacity to 20%. Alright, there you go. Now we have our chocolate text effect. I hope you liked it and it helped you to get better in Photoshop. I appreciate likes and comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.